Kia ora, good afternoon. I'm having a bit of a cry because I just saw this video of this boy talking to a streamer, and the streamer says, hey, how you doing? And the boy says, like, someone just came on and told me to kill myself and then left. And the man started talking to him and asked his name, and his name's Jess, and he's 14. And the man called Ash started talking to him and gave him support and stuff, and telling him not to let haters get to him and all of that, and started making him smile. My mascara's running. It just absolutely broke my heart, because kids like him are exactly who I want at my school. Kids like him are exactly who I'm looking for to come to my school. And the cool thing is that he was playing the Game Boy Advance. And remember, I had the dream about the Game Boy, how I had that rare Game Boy. And the man Ash said to him, "Oh, you're a veteran." He appreciated the fact that this kid was into, the old school stuff. It's just the boy looked so sad. He looked broken. He looked defeated. And I hate that. He reminded me of Corey Feldman. And Corey Feldman is one of the reasons why I'm so protective of children in the entertainment industry. People like Corey Feldman, and the way that he was treated by Hollywood and the damage that was done to him and Corey Haim, all of that is the reason why when I signed my talent up through my talent agency, for my school, for my actors and that, and my singers and that, I'm going to have very strict laws to protect them and to stop their parents and managers and that in the future from having access to their money and controlling their careers and making sure that they're not touched by predators. I can't get that boy's face out of my mind, because it's like if I had my school built, I'd contact him and I'd say, do you want to come and spend a couple of months with us making games? And I'd get him on, because he likes the old school games, I'd pay him to come and work for my Q&A at QE2, and get him on the game storyline, and the game development for the storylines for like the Quantum Menace. And we're coming out with a whole pile of games. I came up with a dozen game ideas that will be fast and quick to make, that will keep people occupied until we are able to punt out like the AAAs and that. And I'd get them onto that sort of thing, because there are a lot of old school style, arcade game style kind of sort of games. And I just want to give him a hug. I'm not really supposed to be watching this sort of stuff, because if I see this sort of thing or anything to do with animals or children, where I see them suffering like it, it's usually my boys in that. And when I was younger, Auntie, you shouldn't be watching that. Mama, you shouldn't have watched that. Oh, God, now she's going to be crying for 4 days. And I will be crying. I won't be able to stop thinking about him now for about a week. I'm wondering how hard it would be to track him down once I get my school built. He's exactly who I'm looking for. He's exactly who I want to get to come to my school. He's exactly who I'm trying to protect. These people that tell these kids to go and kill themselves, it's not funny. It's sick. It's an illness. And they don't have to deal with the consequences of what happens when these kids actually do it. Because they don't feel loved and they don't feel heard. But at my foundation, they'll be loved and they'll be heard. You know, I'm just wondering, like, is he okay? How's he doing now? Poor thing. I just want to give him a hug. I want to feed him and give him a hug and buy him presents. I get him working for my games department and game dev and Q&A. He could make money, you know, and then when he went back home, he'd be he'd feel like he was 10 foot tall. He'd have his name on games. He would have made money. He would have made a pile of friends. We'd always be there for him. We'd always be his family. And if he wanted to come back, he could. If he wanted to stay, he could. I'm going to have to check out what Switzerland's child labour laws are and see if it's any different to when the stuff that they're making money for is classed as education, like whether, because you know, by law, kids have to do a certain amount of hours of learning every week, and the stuff that they would be doing with us would be their classes, but I'm going to have to figure out what the child labour laws are and see what hours they're allowed to work and whether them making video games and movies and, you know, working behind the scenes and all that sort of thing is considered work or school, because it's technically school because they're not going to be doing like English and maths and history and all that. They're going to learn through experience. They'll get paid to learn through experience. So I'm going to have to do some research on that. Yeah, I'm going to need a good HR team. I'm going to need, because I have to see, as soon as I get my my talent, as soon as I've got all my talent ready to go to come on board, I'm going to need my agency set up as well so that we can get them good ironclad contracts where they own the rights to everything they create, where family and future managers and that won't have access to their money, and where they're protected from predators and that. The look on that boy's face. He just looks so sad. I'm such a big baby. If my boys were here, they'd be yelling at me, "Why did you watch it, Ma?" I couldn't help it. He looks so sad. As I was saying the other day, my man's going to have to be okay with the fact that sometimes I'm going to want to have a cry. When it comes to kids and animals and that, my heart is theirs. That's why I've worked so bloody hard, why I've sacrificed so much, because I just want to take care of them all. I'm okay. Like, I've been like this my entire life. Everybody who knows me knows this is exactly what I'm like. It's why I've been trying to desensitise myself. You know, I said I've been watching videos and that to try and desensitise myself. This is me trying to desensitise myself. Because I can't have them turning up on buses from the airport with big welcome home signs, bawling my eyes out. So I'm trying to toughen up and I'm not doing a very good job. Anyway, The link's in the description box. Most of you, it had like 1 million views or something, so most of you will probably know who this kid is, but when I get my school built, if I can find him, I'm going to offer him a place at my school. And then when he gets sent back home, he's going to feel like he's 10 feet tall. And then he will have all of the kids to play games with online where none of them will be telling him to kill himself. Because then he'll be signed up to our streaming service and he'll be able to play with the kids from the school. So he's never going to feel like he's far away from us. He'll always have us there. Our doors will always be open to the kids who come to our school. Always, always, even 50 years later. So, God. I'll put a link in the description box so you can see. You'll probably know who I'm talking about, but his name's Jess. Jesse. I just want to give him a hug. These kids are gonna be mollycoddled within an inch of their lives, I'm telling you now. Anyway, I'll go. I'm gonna have myself a coffee and calm my nerves. Poor thing. I won't be able to stop thinking about him now for a few days. But welcome to my world. This is me. I cry when I see things that hurt regarding children and animals, and I can't even stand to see trees chopped down because I feel the pain. You wouldn't think just a few hours ago I was taking down politicians, eh? Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll speak to you later. I just hurry up, God. Get me justice so I can get out of here and build my foundation in Switzerland so I can get kids like Jess on board and build them up. And give them a family made up of other freaks, geeks, nudes, dorks and weirdos. Speak to you later. Ka kite anō.